I've analyzed hundreds of swimmers' strokes, and almost all of them make these 3 mistakes. So today I'm gonna break down some swimming video and show you how to spot these mistakes in your stroke. And of course, I'll give you all the tools you need to fix them and achieve instant improvement. Let's get into it. All right, guys, let's jump right into this first video. Here we go. I'm gonna play it for you first. You take a look at it and tell me what you see, or at least tell yourself what you see. And I'll show you what I'm seeing here, okay? So, first of all, head up just really high while you're swimming. So one thing I like to look at is the words on your cap, okay? So if you're watching your own video or you're watching one of your swimmers' video, look at the words on their cap. You could see we have these cool damn fast caps, which everybody loves. It should be down side, like on top of each other, right? Like it should be vertical, not horizontal. That's what I'm looking for, okay? And right now it's horizontal, super easy to read. So we want that head down. So that's the first big mistake here. My head is up. When your head is up, your hips sink. You cause a little extra tension in your shoulders. A lot of times it throws off your pull underwater. It's just not good at all. Okay, so let's play it again a little bit more. And you'll see that the head position translates into, oh, terrible breath. Okay, so you see when I'm taking my breath here, my head is up. I got both my goggles out of the water. I'm looking up at the camera. You can see my whole face. What we want is one goggle in the water. We want to try to keep half your face underwater. We really want to just try to get your mouth out of the water, not your whole head. All right, so you're probably wondering, what drills can you do or can you tell your swimmers to do when they have this head position problem? First drill you're gonna do is body line kick. So with body line kick, you got one arm up, one arm at your side, your eyes are down, your nose is in your armpit. So you're gonna work on that head position when you're not breathing because you got that one arm up and your head is down. And then when you take your breath in body line kick, you're gonna turn your head to the side and work on trying to keep one goggle in the water. So body line kick, great drill to work on head position and breathing head position. The other thing you're gonna do is you're gonna get yourself a snorkel. And if you don't already have a snorkel, go to finiseswim.com, use my coupon code CoachMattZ and buy yourself a snorkel. I recommend the Stability Snorkel. It's a game changer. It's awesome. It really helps promote distance per stroke. It helps with your body position and your head position. So get a snorkel. The other thing it's great for is if you ever have shoulder pain or you're struggling with any sort of back pain, the snorkel just cleans it all up. All right, guys, moving on to mistake number 2 and video number 2. This one is breath timing in freestyle. So I want you to watch this video and just see if you can spot the issue with the breath timing. Okay, the head position on the breath is not that bad, but what you're gonna notice is it's so late in the stroke. Watch when the opposite hand enters the water. So I'm breathing to my right on this one. So watch when my left hand enters, there's the entry. Now see how long it takes for my head to turn. Whoa, that's a long time. So let's watch it in real time here. Watch inner breath, inner breath. Okay, so what we're looking for is the breath to happen when the opposite hand enters. Try to make that sort of work together. Opposite hand enters, breath happens as close as possible together. That'll clean up your stroke a lot. And a drill to help with that I really like is, I call it head tap. Okay, and what you do is you swim freestyle normally, but you tap your head every time on the side that you like to breathe to. So for example, I like to breathe to the left. I breathe on every left side stroke. So every time my left hand comes over, I tap my head with my left hand. Now here's what makes it a breathing drill. What you're gonna do is you have to have your breath done and your head back down by the time your hand taps your head. Okay, and you're gonna figure out really quickly how early and how fast you have to take your breath in order for it to be in the correct time and position of your stroke. All right, so guys, for mistake number 3, it's actually kind of a 2-parter. And for starters, I want you to watch what's going on with my right arm. So it's the arm that's opposite of the side that I like to breathe to. So just watch it as I swim through here. Watch that right arm. It's the one that doesn't have a watch on it. Okay, you'll notice it is dropping almost straight down when I enter. Okay, so it's going down towards the bottom of the pool instead of reaching for the wall. And I always like to tell my swimmers that you should reach for the wall on every stroke. Now, if you're doing a 50 and you're sprinting all out, you're gonna spin your arms a little bit more, but we're usually not sprinting an all out 50. So always think about reaching for the wall when your hand enters, especially on the breath. It tends to happen more on the breath because a lot of times when people breathe, their head comes up, and that reaction is that your arm is going to drop down. So if you're really struggling with this on your breath, watch that head position on your breath like we talked about earlier. Okay. A great drill to work on this is one that I just made a video on, catch-up freestyle. And if you can use a PVC pipe, that is the best way to do catch-up freestyle because it's going to force you to keep that opposite arm out in front. Okay, so when you're doing catch-up freestyle with the PVC pipe, you hold the PVC pipe in one hand, you take a stroke with the other hand, and then you switch it. Okay, if you don't have a PVC pipe, you can do it without. You can just do regular catch-up freestyle, but try not to cheat too much. You'll still get the same effect, but the PVC pipe really helps because it makes you really stay true to the actual drill. Let's take a look at this underwater now because you're going to see how dropping your arm early in your stroke can lead to other technique issues down the line. All right, so let's check it out. Here we go. You can see the hand drop right there. That hand is dropped down. It doesn't extend out. And then what happens is as my other hand comes over, I'm really late on my rotation there. So I'm entering there. I should be turned over more as I enter there, but because I'm dropping my elbow and just not setting up my hips, I end up not getting a good rotation. Okay, so a really good drill for this is a single arm freestyle drill. I always do single arm freestyle with my other arm at my side. Try to focus on connecting the extension of your arm with the rotation of your hips. So when your arm is fully extended, you want your hips to be fully rotated, and it should happen at the same time. If you can get that connection, your freestyle is going to flow a lot better, which is going to help you get the timing of the breath and the pull all figured out. You just got to work on it. And if you find yourself in single arm freestyle really struggling, it's a sign that you've got some flaws in your freestyle that you need to iron out. Okay, so don't give up on it because it's too hard. That means you got to do it even more. All right, so what do you say we look at some good freestyle technique here? Okay, first thing I want you to notice is my head position. That's the first thing we talked about. So head position off the wall while I'm swimming, pretty good. Okay, not perfect, but pretty good, okay? But the thing that I'm doing much better that I want you to see is my head position when I'm breathing. See that? I got one goggle in the water, one goggle out of the water. The water basically splits my face in half. So my head position on my breath is much better. Now, the other thing we talked about was the timing of the breath. So let's look at that real quick. So we want to breathe when the opposite hand enters. So I'm breathing to my left here. So I want to take that breath when my right hand enters. You'll see right hand enters, breath happens. So it's maybe a little late, but it's pretty close. The other thing we talked about was dropping the arm and also the rotation. Okay, so let's watch this play out here. Watch my arms as they extend. They're going to reach for the wall on every stroke. You see them reaching for the wall every single time, not dropping, and the rotation is good too. As the hand enters, I'm popping the opposite hip up. So when my right hand enters, left hip's going to pop up. When my left hand enters, my right hip pops up. That's what we want our freestyle to look like, or at least close to that. If you can get it to that, you're going to be doing pretty good. All right, let's recap what we learned today. Mistake number 1 is head position. If you can read the words on the cap, your head is too high. So you're going to fix it with bodyline kick, and you're going to go get yourself a stability snorkel. Mistake number 2 is breath timing. Your breath should happen when your opposite hand enters the water. So practice that with head tap drill. Mistake number 3 was dropping your arm and a late rotation. So try to think about reaching for the wall on every stroke and use catch-up freestyle with a PVC pipe and single arm freestyle drill also. Now here's your homework. Go grab your phone and film yourself swimming and analyze your stroke using what you learned today. Look for these 3 mistakes. And if you want me to analyze your swimming video personally, good news, I offer both virtual and in-person private lessons. Let me know down in the comments or send me an email and we can set something up. If this video helped you spot something in your stroke that you didn't see before, hit that like and subscribe button. Drop a comment and let me know which mistake you are going to work on first. Now go get in the pool and put this into practice, and I will see you in the next one. And hey, if your pool's not open yet, go check out this video, which will help you instantly improve your freestyle.